guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Amy. I am currently pregnant, 27 weeks pregnant as of this weekend. I have a little boy called Ayaz as well. In today's video, as you can see by the title, I thought I would do sort of like a pregnancy discussion. Basically, if you haven't seen my last video, you will have seen I've not posted on here for well over 2 years, so this is like the first pregnancy video that I'm doing for this baby. And a baby girl, I've already got a little boy, so very different this time. I just wanted to sort of go through first trimester, second trimester, because obviously I'm nearly going into my third trimester now. Yeah, there's going to be a lot more pregnancy content, so definitely hit the subscribe button before I continue, and don't forget to like this video if you found it really useful, or you enjoyed it, or you just want to be nosy. And let's just get straight into it. Starting off with first trimester. So I found out pretty early on that I was pregnant. It was a bit too early, to be honest, because I feel like it just kind of dragged at first, which is really strange because now looking back it has gone really quick. But at first, when you find out too early, I feel like it just drags so much. So I think I was only like 4 weeks pregnant or something, literally, when I found out. And yes, I believe my sickness kicked in at around, I really wish I documented it now, because you just forget like little details like this. I think it started around 7 weeks, I want to say, and I have been sick ever since. No word of a lie. To be honest, touch wood, I've not been sick for, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, I'm not too sure, but it hasn't been that long ago, and I'm 27 weeks pregnant this week, so it's been definitely a constant throughout my pregnancy thing, and it's not been nice, guys. Honestly, it hasn't been nice. I felt very faint, and yeah, just not very well. So my first trimester was very hard, and very hard to you know, sustain like work and stuff. Obviously I've got a toddler now, which just makes it 10 times as difficult to do anything, when all you want to do is literally just live by the toilet, or, you know, not get up. It has been very hard the first trimester, and then it's always, you know, a bit of a waiting for your pregnancy scans at 12 weeks, and sometimes it's even up to like 14 weeks. So with it being COVID last time, in my last pregnancy, everything seems very different this time round, because obviously I was so used to, and I think with it being the second pregnancy, I think it's different as well. Obviously this might be different if it's your first baby and stuff, but it seems a lot more chilled this time so far. So I feel like the appointments have just taken a lot longer. I mean, I haven't had an appointment now since I was 20 weeks, so I've waited like 2 months, and I'm still not going for another 2 weeks to my normal midwife appointment. I had a scan at 20 weeks, obviously, and I had one at just over 12 weeks. I think I was nearly 13 weeks. Was I 13 weeks? I can't remember. Sidetracking a little bit. So yeah, sickness, being quite faint was definitely a massive part of my first trimester. Being extremely tired. I feel a lot better with the tiredness now in my second trimester. I feel like it's just gonna get worse now in my third trimester again, but the tiredness isn't too bad, and as I will explain in a second about the second trimester, I had to leave work early, so I'll go into that in a bit more depth, but that's sort of helping with my tiredness. Even though I do have a 2-year-old to look after, it still helps a little bit. So I've not had any cravings as such. I go through like spouts of things. Like at the moment I love cherry lips and like teeth, you know, you can get like kid sweets. I love like things like that. There was no really massive food aversions. I remember like with Aya's it was like meats and stuff, but I don't feel like anything stuck in my head that I couldn't not eat. If I felt sick I wouldn't eat anyway. That's pretty much it for the first trimester. Oh, also as well, actually, I'm just going to put this in here because I continuously around, I think I was around 6 weeks, I was continuously looking for videos and stuff and looking on Google to try and, I said that a bit weird, Google, to try and get answers and stuff and try and find someone similar experience. This is why I really want to share this video today, because I think it's very important that everyone, you know, shares the different experiences and shares if there's any concerns or, you know, anything you're a bit worried about. I just think it's really, obviously you would speak to your midwife or doctor, but anything that maybe you're experiencing that you think you're the only person that's going through it, like, I think it's really good to share things like this so when people do go and look for videos or, you know, anything like that, you know, you could be one of those people. That's what I'm hoping for today. So yeah, going off track again, in my first trimester, around 6 weeks, between 6 and 7 weeks, I had a bit of a scare, to be honest. I have already had a miscarriage before. I had one just before Aya's, and we was very lucky to fall pregnant again a month after the miscarriage, and we fell pregnant with Aya's. Yeah, I had a scare around between 6 and 7 weeks. Yeah, I don't really want to go into too much gore detail or anything like that, but the toilet, and yeah, it just wasn't right. There was something off, and I kind of had cramps for a few days as well, so worrying me quite a lot. That happened, and then I decided, it kind of stopped within that evening, so it was quite like a quick thing to happen, and then I decided I want to go for a scan. Within that week, I think I booked a scan and I went for an early scan. Everything was fine. I was so happy and so relieved. I honestly, if, you know, you have the money, you have the budget, to do so, I would definitely go for an early scan, because even though this is my second baby, like, I would say I'm like, and even like last time I had my miscarriage just for Aya's, I feel like I'm like 10 times more anxious this time. You know, you see things on social media that makes you very aware of things, and obviously experiences that you've had before. It just makes you really anxious. So I feel like I have been a lot more anxious this time. Now if I don't feel like again, like for 2 seconds, I'm like, why is she not kicking? But yeah, it's completely normal to be worried and concerned, and if you are worried or concerned, I would definitely ring up the hospital straight away, obviously, as the midwives would advise you to do so. Definitely I would advise to go for an early scan, just to give you a bit of peace of mind. It'll probably take a lot of stress off your shoulders, and yeah, I just think it's worth it. Going into the second trimester, I was still sick. I still felt very faint, and it was like a constant thing was my sickness. It was quite a problem when it came to trying to continue to work and things like that. It was very hard for me, and it just didn't work very well. I was just very sick a lot of the time. I couldn't really, you know, stand up for a long period of time without needing to sit down, because obviously if I was sick I couldn't eat, which made me feel faint. So it was just like a bit of a vicious circle. But yeah, no other symptoms apart from that I can really think of I think of anything else. But the main symptom I want to talk about, and the main thing I want to speak about in this video is pelvic girdle pain. Oh my god, that is like, I don't know, it doesn't sound like anything, like it just seems like it's a little niggly pain. Believe me, it is horrible. Like mine is quite severe, to the point where, like I said before, I'm not working now. I won't be working until, you know, next year. It's very hard for me to walk for a long time. It's very uncomfortable on a night. I really struggle to turn over in a night, to the point where I feel like now my pelvis is like cracking when I'm turning over. If that's a bit TMI, I do apologise, but it's horrible. It's very uncomfortable, and yeah, there's nothing much anyone can do about it. That's what's frustrating. I spoke to my midwife referred me to a physio. I went to a physio. They give me like a belt thing. I'll just quickly show you actually. So they give me one of these belts, just looks like a bit of cloth, basically a bit of stretchy fabric which rolls up into like layers and layers. They gave me that. It does not work for me at all. It might work for some people, it does not work for me. I know you can get like the thinner like black ones you can get from like online, but I just don't want to. I feel like I'm 27 weeks now. I don't really want to have to start buying like extra things like that, so, and for it not to work or whatever. Obviously with me being at home now, it does help that I can sit down more and stuff, and yeah, it is very uncomfortable. They say you can take paracetamol, which even if I've got like a cold and stuff, I don't like taking paracetamol normally anyway, but with me being pregnant, I just don't like the thought of taking paracetamol constantly. So I decided not to take any paracetamol, and yeah, it's just a matter of trying to rest when I can, around obviously my 2-year-old. Whenever he sleeps, it's just a matter of, you know, getting a bit of rest and stuff and putting my feet up. On a night, I try to use my ugly off colour V pillow, which really helps, you know, sort of like hugging something like soft and spongy. So that helps me to get me a bit more comfortable, a tiny bit, but it still doesn't really work. So that is where I'm up to with that. Obviously I'll update you when I go for my midwife appointment in 2 weeks. 2 weeks as of today actually. I go, oh no, 2 weeks as of tomorrow. So I'll be nearly 29 weeks when I go, and we'll see what they say. Very, very strange that I've waited this long. I feel like because it's my second pregnancy, I've waited this long. I can't remember waiting this long last time. I might be wrong, I don't know. Yeah, that is what I want to share today. Please let me know if you have experienced pelvic pain in pregnancy, and what you did to help. Did anything help, or did you just have to, you know, suffer with it until you obviously went into labour? It's one of those. It's not nice at all. It's totally different. Like, it's a totally new experience for me. So, been the best, but you know, it's all worth it in the end. I'll just quickly give you a bump date, I suppose. Is this what people do? I'll give you a bump date. You probably can't tell with a grey pillow. So this is 27 weeks bump. My belly button honestly has stuck out ever since like day one. I feel like very strange. I am very excited to be back. I can't wait to bring you all the content. I can't wait to show you some of the baby pieces that I've got, honestly. Like, I showed this in the picture that I've just taken for this video. It's from Next. It's so cute, little sister. Oh my god, it's so strange to be buying like girls' clothes this time round and not things with dinosaurs on and, you know, things like that. So I'm very excited to show you some of the really nice pieces that I've got. If you're pregnant to a similar time to me, please leave a comment below, because it's always nice to be pregnant at the same time as somebody else as well. So I think that is everything. I can't think of anything else. Like I said, if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, smash a big thumbs up if you liked it, and yeah, I'm hoping to film some autumn content and stuff. I can't wait for the autumn content. I've already seen like so many people filming things. I'm like, I love this time of year so much. I didn't even mention my due date. So my due date is in December. And when I mean December, I mean straight away in December. So could be the back end of November, could be earlier, could be later, but it's definitely going to be before Christmas. So it's going to be really nice to have a little newborn baby for Christmas. Obviously, I'll have to get prepared for Christmas, get the tree up a bit earlier, and things like that. So yeah, I can't wait to share everything with you guys and share this journey, and yeah, be back on YouTube. So until the next video, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.